Hello everyone. Today we're going to take a look at this 2 pounds of World Coin grab bag. This is a dealer. I've bought probably 6 or 7 of grab bags from this dealer that I meet. He's from Knoxville, Tennessee, I believe. And it's not, I've found better grab bags out there, but for the price, this is pretty hard to pass up for $11. And so if you've never seen one of these foreign coin videos before, what I'm going to do is I'm going to dump out all of these coins on kind of make a pile of them right here. And I'm going to point out the ones that I think are the things that we just don't see very often and point out what I think will be interesting out of this pile. So let me scoot the pile over a little bit. I usually find things in here that I haven't seen before, although the longer I've collected, the tougher that is for me to take place. And so I'm not going to go through every single coin or we'd be here for hours. So I'm going to pick my favorites. We're going to start with this coin right here. Let me zoom in a little bit. Got a little bit of tape damage or something like that, but it is an aluminum 1 krona coin from Iceland. So I think they used this design for a while, but aluminum is the newer version of the coin. Here's kind of a this one has a lot of, I don't know, it's kind of stained somehow, but it was the design that we see a lot from Belize. Come back here, and this coin is a picture, and this appears to be from the year 2014, so it's only 9 years old, almost has a little bit of its original luster to it, more than I usually find on this coin, but still scratched up a little bit. This is a 1 dirham, I think, from the United Arab Emirates. There's some older versions of that coin which is a larger version of the coin. Let's move to this coin from Colombia. All of a sudden, I found a lot of these. Has a bird on it for the 200 pesos. All of the modern coins from Colombia have animals on them. And what do we have? Just have some dots around the edge, it appears. Guacamaya bandera appears to be the name of that bird. Here is 10 cents with a flower from Trinidad and Tobago. I'm always told this is the lyra bird on this 10-cent coin from Australia. I guess it's a bird. They tell me it is. It kind of reminds me, if it's a bird, it kind of reminds me of a peacock. Some of the coins from South Africa will have I guess it's the ruler of the time, and so that would change every 4 years or so. So oftentimes the bull or whatever this is, or wildebeest maybe, stays the same, but the back changes. Sometimes you'll have the ruler, sometimes you'll have just the South African crest on it. I'm talking about the coins of South Africa from about the 50s to the 90s on those. Another Belize coin. Here's a 10 won coin from South Korea, and it's one of those where you can see that it's a copper plated of another metal there. Here's our first bimetallic coin, Central Bank of the Dominican Republic, featuring Sanchez from 2008. This is going to be a 5 pesos. I think there's a similar version of this coin from a different year where it has 2 different dates on here for the, I think it was the anniversary of the central bank. Here's a coin with a starfish from the Bahamas. Their 1-cent coin changed a lot over the years. Here's another one. It's one of the most common coins to find, I believe, in sets like this. For whatever reason, from this guy, I find a lot of these 100 yen coins from Japan. They have a foreign exchange value in US dollars of about 70 cents each. There have been times where I'd buy $40 or $50 worth of these grab bags, and I'd get $20 just of these 100 yen from the guy. I don't know how to cash that in, but there you go. Here's another one from, that's the same one we saw earlier. Eastern Caribbean states. This is the quite a new version of the coin, 2017. It has a little bit of corrosion on it, even though it's only 6 years old, but has the newest portrait of Queen Elizabeth. €5 cent coin from, this is the Austria version of the 5-cent coin. They don't say Austria on them anywhere, so you just have to kind of remember which ones they are. From Spain, there's the 25 pesetas. Here's one from Portugal, 1973, 50 centavos. Another one from Iceland. This one's going to be the 10 kroner coin from about 20 or 30 years ago, 1987. The coin from Spain that I like, 1949. There are two versions of this coin that I know of. This is the more common version where the 5 arrows at the bottom are pointing up, but there is a rarer version of this coin where the arrows are pointing down. Coin from India, going to be 1 rupee from 2004. You haven't seen the modern British coins. All of their circulating coins that are not commemoratives all have a design that fits together like a puzzle to show the shield of Britain. Here we have a 2 rupee coin from India, featuring the national integration in 1997. It's a 5 pesetas coin from Spain. The date on here is actually what appears on the star on a Spanish coin. And in 1982, they were celebrating what I think became the World Cup in later years. And so Spain was hosting it in 82. So they made this coin, the version of their 5 pesetas coin, for 3 years. And there's Juan Carlos I. He does include a lot of 10 euro cent coins. I'm going to pause and clean up some of the common coins that we see all the time. We saw the Australia 10-cent coin with the lyrebird earlier. Here is a shinier version of the same coin, but with a newer portrait, 2001. All right, I've whittled it down a little bit here to get some things that we don't see as often. Although you may see the Mexico 2 peso fairly often. The first few years they came out with this coin, about 1992, there was an N in front of the dollar sign. I mean, it was the new peso, but that is the 2. I really like the look of these with their bimetallic features. Here's the 5 of that. Here is from the Netherlands, Queen Beatrix. From Aruba, this is going to be a 1 florin coin. So even though the Netherlands have switched over to the euro, Aruba is, of course, not in Europe, and so they still use their florin. Here is an El Salvador coin from 1974. Looks like it's made out of brass. A 3 centavos. It's one of my favorite circulating Mexico coins from the 80s, featuring the Olmec culture from 1983. Hrvatska is Croatia. This is the 1 kuna coin. One thing I've noticed about their coins is they have a version of the coins they make in odd years and a version for even years. And so the words that go around the animal on here will change every other year. So this is the odd year version of the coin where it says Slavuj going around it. Usually we don't see this coin in this shiny, but it's the 5 peso coin from the Philippines, featuring Emilio Aguinaldo. And the 1993 means the Central Bank of Philippines when that started. The coin was actually made in 2012. Here's a modern low denomination coin from Poland. 1 grosz. Here's what a lot of the coins from Ukraine look like. This is the 50 kopeck, or actually they call it the kopyak. And then this side is pretty much the same for all of the coins in the of the kopyaks. So they've got a 1, a 5, a 10, and a 50, and so on. Here's a coin from Botswana, where their currency today is the pula. This is Botswana Ipeling, or Ipeliging on here. This one's going to be a 10 Thebe. From Denmark, we have 25 ore with the R the 9th monogram. Another bimetallic coin. This one's going to be from Jamaica. The excellent Marcus Garvey, National Hero in 2000, for their $20 coin. A smaller coin of a national hero, the excellent Sir Alexander Bustamante, going to be on the $1 coin. Here's a South African coin that shows the shield back in the 90s when it had 2 different languages written on the back. For the 2 rand, I believe that's an antelope or springbok, something like that. From India, we have the 5 rupee from 2018, so that's pretty new. I believe the diamond on here at the very bottom under the date is going to be the mint mark. Instead of using a letter, they have different symbols like a dot or a diamond. Another coin from Trinidad and Tobago from 2009. The coin from Ghana, 2007, 20 pesewas. Another coin from Belize. This one is made out of aluminum. This one still is pretty shiny. 5 cents from 2018. Eastern Caribbean states, going to be 5 cents. 2002, another aluminum coin. Another one from the Bahamas. This one features a couple of fish. Over the years, the design of this coin changed a little bit. They kept this look of the fish until about 10 or 15 years ago, where they had a redesign of it. On this side, this is kind of an in-betweener coin, because some older coins it just has Elizabeth, but they transition to be a Commonwealth of the Bahamas. During that time, they still showed Elizabeth, but said Commonwealth of the Bahamas around it, and then later on they got rid of the Queen and just put on their shield on the coin. So you don't see this version of the coin quite as often. From Paraguay, we've got a 1 mil guaranis, or I believe that's going to be 1,000. So Pantheon National of the Heroes, Central Bank of Paraguay. This side features Francisco Solano Lopez in 2007. Republic of Paraguay. It's a coin of Kuwait. This is a 50 fils coin, I believe. I'd recently in a video mentioned that Kuwait has one of the strongest monies compared to the US dollar, but they have 1,000 fils make up their currency. So this would be about the same as 5 cents to our dollar. Just a moment ago, I was talking about the Bahama coin. This is the modern version of the same coin. So they switched to this swordfish and flamingo design, removing the queen a couple of years after the last one that I showed you. But more recently, they've gone to the stainless steel coin and updated the fish. Unfortunately, this one is all scratched up, so I'll have to find a better example of that one. From Argentina, we've got this bimetallic coin. And around the outside of the middle ring, it says Provincias del Rio de la Plata. And there's an error that actually has its own KM number, where the letter C right here is actually the letter G on some of these. That is a mistake, but they made enough of them that it gets its own KM number. So I like the Radiant Sun on here from 1995. Flip this one over, and I guess that's going to celebrate 200 years of Argentina. This copper coin is going to be from Pakistan. A 50 peso coin from Colombia. A lot of the coins from the 90s have this design to them, although that one is well worn. Talking about Netherlands coins earlier with their monarch. Here is Queen Juliana, where they have the golden. Here's a coin from West Africa. This one's going to be 50 francs. Here's a coin from Colombia I'm not sure I recognize, from 1959. Looks like it's made out of brass, the 2 centavos. I've got a bunch of these that are made out of bronze or copper, but I don't recognize one that's made out of brass on that one. From Russia, we've got a 10 ruble coin. It's got one of those where if you look inside the lines in the middle, if you hold it in the light just right, you can see the abbreviation for, I guess that's the abbreviation for rubles or Bank of Russia or something like that. I only know of a couple of countries that do that. This one's pretty recent from the Russian bank in 2019. So I may not have that one. Here's a slightly older Russian coin, 1997, with the 2-headed eagle. 5 rubles. Go to Panama, where they have Uraca. Panama, un centésimo, 1987. The 5-cent coin from Australia has the echidna. The 50 peso coin from 1987 features Juarez from Mexico. Modern coin from Turkey with Ataturk. 10 new kuros. That one's already from 2019. Here's a tourism 5 centavos coin from Cuba featuring the Casa Colonial. This would be one of the modern tourism coins from Cuba. Another Netherlands coin. This is the Euro version, where Queen Beatrix, how she is shown on this coin, a bunch of dots and stars encircling her on that 1 cent. This coin reminds me of like an 80s video game with all the lines running across the bottom. It's a 5 baht coin from Thailand, featuring Rama the Ninth portrait here. And there are 2 versions of this coin based on the thickness. I believe this is the thick version of the coin. Don't be surprised if my video cuts off here in just a moment, but we've got a George V halfpenny from Britain. Very well worn, but from 1916 from Sweden. Gustav VI, King of Sweden. 1 kroner. From Malaysia, here we have a 50-cent coin. Actually, I'm wrong. It's from Singapore. 2 versions of the Singapore coins from about this time. One has the banner up like a smiley face, and the others have it down like a frowny face. This is the one I saw from Malaysia, 20 sen from 2010. About 5 years or so after this, Malaysia has redesigned their coins since then. Another one from the United Arab Emirates with an animal on it. That coin's probably from about 1982 or 1302 on 1402 on their calendar. 20 fils. Another coin from Thailand. This one's going to be 50 satang or half a baht. I just happen to know that. I can't read their language, but I was looking up this coin earlier. There are 2 varieties of this coin that are actually made different years, and it has to do with the number of medals on him. At least that's the easiest way to tell them apart. The newer version, King Rama, has 3 medals right here, but on an older version of this coin from the 50s, he has 1 medal on the coin. If you could read the date, it wouldn't be right. They made the same coin for many years, but kept the date of the first year that they made it on it. The shiny coin from Barbados from 2016. Featuring, looks like a seahorse and a pelican on their crest. And featuring, maybe that's a seagull. Newer, that one's still nice and shiny. Here we have, I believe that's a windmill, maybe a lighthouse from Barbados. So we can see the details. This coin a little bit better. So it wasn't a seahorse, but it's some kind of fish. Pride and Industry written on the banner across the bottom. Coin from Israel, probably 1 shekel. On older coins, the symbol here in the middle, I think, represents a pomegranate. From Sweden, here's a 50 ore. From the Czech Republic, 1 koruna. This is very similar to one of the last coins that was made by Czechoslovakia before the two countries split up. But here it's just the Česká Republic, Czech Republic. Of course, they renamed themselves just a couple of years ago, I think. But this one's from 2015. From India, we have a 2 rupee from 2012. This coin from Mexico is not that rare. It's the 5 centavos. They made a coin with Josefa here for many decades, but the coin got smaller over time. So this is the first version of the coin when it's larger than it turned out to be later. Another coin from Malaysia. This one's 10 cent from 2002. Another one from Mexico is the 20 centavos. This one's from 1977. From Germany, this is the 50 Pfennig coin, or half a mark, from 1981. And they used this design from the end of World War II all the way through until they switched to the euro. So they used this for, I guess, over 50 years. And it represents, I guess the expression that I would use is turning over a new leaf, but starting something new. So the lady here is planting a new tree, and that kind of represents this is going to be the new Germany. We are not going to be a part of the roots of the past on here. And so I skipped over this earlier, but they've continued the theming on their low denomination euro coins. This is the 1 euro cent, and so here is the same oak leaf, essentially, that she's planting, the coin to the left. So once you know the symbolism, that makes that coin a lot more interesting, I believe. Another coin from the Philippines. This one is just a 25 centimo from 1995. Another one from Israel. Another one that's a new shekel. And a lot of the Israeli coins have variations that either have to do with Hanukkah or other special events. The alternate version on this one would replace the word new shekel here at the bottom with with different words, but 99% of them I see are just like this one. I think I found one that had the other look to it. One more coin from Russia. This one is the 2 ruble. It looks a lot like the 5 that we had earlier, just a little bit smaller. Then let's see, another king of Sweden. This is Carl 16th Gustav. And another 1 Krona coin from 2008. And our last coin today is going to be this shiny one, 1 cent from Singapore. So again, we have the banner makes what I would call the smiley face on here. All right, thanks for sticking with me for 25 minutes. I've got 3 more lots from the same guy. Sometimes there's lots of great stuff in it. Sometimes there's a little bit of good things in here, but I'll have some more videos just like this and other videos where I go through specific coins that I picked up and purchased. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.